Us fragrance enthusiasts love to splurge on luxury fragrances every now and then. Perfume prices are going up like crazy. Dior Privé line went up again. Everything is going up. Luxury prices are going up. Well, prices of everything's going up. Most of us budget, right? So when you're budgeting and you only have like a certain amount earmarked for one nice luxury fragrance, you're gonna wanna know what is the best luxury fragrance worth the splurge, right? So I thought I'd help you out because I have a lot of luxury fragrances. I've been lucky enough to get my hands on quite a few of them. So I have a pretty nice collection up there in the first two rows. Basically all of them are luxury prices. So I thought I would do a little roundup of the most splurge-worthy luxury fragrances, designer and niche. So let's find out what they are. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. This one is a luxury one. Okay, so luxury fragrances worth the splurge. I got this idea from actually the beauty community, which you see a lot of beauty videos, you know, makeup videos, makeup reviews. Beauty YouTubers, they do these videos, you know, luxury makeup worth the splurge. So I thought, why not do a fragrance version of it? Times are hard right now, inflation is crazy and everything's going up in price, and we all have a budget that we've set aside for fragrances, and we can only splurge on luxury items every now and then, birthday, special occasions, what have you, right? So I thought I'd help you out and do a roundup of the best, most splurge-worthy luxury fragrances. Now, what qualifies for luxury, you ask? That depends on your budget, right? Obviously. I mean, for some of us, luxury may be anything over $100. For some of us, it's anything over $200. For some people, you know, perfume-wise, it could be over $1,000. It depends on your budget. But in general, as a rule of thumb, luxury when it comes to fragrances would be, I would say, any fragrance that's above a $200. So that's kind of my yardsticks today. Most of them are well over $200, but you know, over $200 anyhow. I left out pretty luxurious brands like Michelin, for example, really luxury fragrances in terms of quality, but they keep the prices lower than these on my table. Thank goodness for fragrance houses that are super high quality, luxury worthy, but still make it quite affordable. And Michelin, most of them are under $200, but obviously above $150 usually. But I left out that second tier, still luxury, but I left them out. So I only included like the really expensive stuff, okay? So let me get right to them. So when you say luxury perfumes, I think of Guerlain a lot. Not your, you know, like the lower Guerlain that are affordable, but like more like the B bottle collections, things that are in like the new bottles now, but still like the B collection, like that are really expensive. Again, by the way, Guerlain keeps raising prices for these higher, more privé collections as well. So out of the entire Guerlain expensive collections, which by the way, I would consider every single fragrance, perhaps with the exception of maybe one or two, all of the Guerlain extrait fragrances that I did a video on, I will put a picture of it here and I will link it down below. That whole collection of 6 bottles, with the exception of one or two, I would say worth the splurge. Like Iris one, the vanilla one, vanilla planifolia. All of those worth the splurge. But yet, guess what, you guys? I'm gonna get it for myself for my birthday. So since I do have samples of them and I know how they smell, I reviewed it, I already told you. But since I don't have it in my hands, I'm not including them in this video. But know this, that the iris one, the vanilla one, the jasmine one, especially those three, and the rose, all worth the splurge from the Extrait collection of 6 bottles, okay? But now I'm going to talk about this version right here. Now, this is Guerlain Gourmand Coquin. This has been discontinued, so I am not going to talk about this. This is absolutely gorgeous. This reminds me, or this makes me for some reason think of Marie Antoinette. Why? I don't know. It smells like, I don't know, like 16th, 17th century French royalty. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that out because it's been discontinued. But this one right here has been introduced in its place. Did you see that dent? This is Fève Gourmand. This is supposedly what replaced Gourmand Coquin. I already did a video comparing the old version to this version, telling you that they do smell different. To the trained nose, you can tell the difference, but most people would say they smell the same, but they don't, okay? I'm not gonna get into that right now. I don't care if the perfumer said that it's the same. Of course they're gonna say that. They don't want you to miss Gourmand Coquin. Yeah, look at that dent. This is a massive, massive compliment getter. Actually, that one is more of a massive compliment getter than this one, but they both get compliments. I have a backup of Gourmand Coquin, which is now no longer available, but there is one place that might have them. I will put that information down in the description box. Fève Gourmand, this is absolutely worth the splurge. Absolutely worth the splurge. Oh my gosh, you guys, this fragrance, this has that chocolate or cacao, that sweetness from it, mixed with the gorgeous rose note. The chocolate in here is more intense than the first version, which I'm again not gonna get into all that, but still very beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I have never smelled anything like this before this or since this. I don't think there's ever gonna be a more innovative composition than this. Anyway, totally worth the splurge. I would get bottles after bottles. I would forever buy this. I would forever buy that as long as I could get my hands on it still. 100%, 100% worth the splurge. These are quite expensive now. I believe now it's gone up to, is it over 400 now? I want to say it's either nearly 400 or over 400, and the Extrait collection is even more expensive. It's $600 something. Yowza! But I'm telling you, like I said, the jasmine one, the iris one, the vanilla one, and what did I miss? Iris, jasmine, vanilla, and rose. Those 4 absolutely worth the splurge. I would say in particular the jasmine one and the iris, chef's kiss. Again, I'll be getting those for my birthday. I don't have it in my collection quite yet, the full bottles anyway, so I'm not going to include them here, but they are absolutely worth the splurge. So is this. You must have it, you guys. I mean, trust me when I say this, buy it, wear it. You will get a ton of compliments and you would love the way you smell. I feel absolutely feminine and royal and just drop dead gorgeous when I wear these two. And then I have a very, very prestigious fragrance house here. 2 fragrances from this fragrance house. But I can tell you, I would say almost all of their fragrances are worth the splurge. Absolutely. And yes, the prices of this fragrance house also just recently went up again. Luxury prices keep climbing and climbing. This is, of course, Kriegler. I have 2 here that I want to recommend you from this fragrance house. This one right here is English Promenade 19. This is a beautiful, beautiful, super feminine, fresh orange blossom fragrance but it is not your average orange blossom fragrance that you get in designer fragrances, like, you know, more affordable versions. For example, what is like that, the new one, the Devotion, which is beautiful, but nothing like this. You guys, there's something very, how do I even put this? I actually want to spray this. I very sparingly use this because it's like $490 some. Something about this fragrance is just so exceptional. It is not just your orange blossom. It has so much more. The gorgeous jasmine in here is an absolutely natural night blooming jasmine kind of scent. Like you put your head into actually jasmine water. That's what it reminds me of. Where I come from, it's considered good luck to have a bowl on the floor with water and jasmine in it as the first sight you see before you take off on some kind of journey or something important. You're, you know, leaving the house. So that jasmine flowers, when you put it in water, that beautiful scent of jasmine in that water, that's kind of like the jasmine that you get in here. Oh, and there's a little bit of ylang-ylang in here too. It's like such a beautiful, super goddess level melody of gorgeousness. The floral notes in here. Guess whose signature scent this was for the longest time? She's as classy as this fragrance. It really is the perfect signature scent for her. It was Audrey Hepburn's signature scent for a very long time. It's a well-known fact. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I absolutely adore it. English Promenade 19, super expensive. It's getting almost unaffordable. The Kriegler fragrances, they keep going up and up and up in price. And then the next one from Kriegler I want to recommend to you is this one, Palais Monarchie. This one is just beautiful. How do I even put it? It's such a unique scent, you guys, that it's almost difficult to describe what this one smells like. This one has a lot of like that kind of tonka vanilla kind of scent to it, but mixed with beautiful florals like, you know, jasmine, orange blossom too. And it has this gorgeous pear note that's super sophisticated and feminine, dripping feminine. A hint of almond. Oh, it's such a, almost kind of like an edible, delicious smell to it, but because of the floral notes, it's not quite gourmand. It's very hard. This one is a hard one to describe, but it is a compliment getter. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. I actually have the bigger size of this because I love it. But the thing is, you guys, I'm really stingy. I've been using it very sparingly and only on like special occasions. Actually, all of these fragrances on my table here, I tend to do like more on special occasions because they're splurge kind of fragrances. Then I have two from a house I just adore. I adore this fragrance house because, you guys, they give you your money's worth, which is why I say this fragrance house is so worth the splurge. You know why? Because I refuse to spend my dollars, my hard-earned money, especially in time like this, on perfumes that just don't perform. Why spend your good dollars, almost like $150 or whatever, on really crappy brands that do a ton of marketing and they make a bunch of perfumes that just don't last even like an hour? Why do that when you can save up money from two of those, that money you would spend on two of those, and splurge on something like this, like Maison Crivelli? You guys, these perfumes last like a lifetime and project to the other end of the room. This is Hibiscus Majad by Maison Crivelli. I've talked a million times about this. Oh, I don't even have to bring it too close to my nose. On my channel, I don't want to bore you, so I'll keep it short. This smells like hibiscus nectar, but like strong on like steroids. It's such a pleasing scent that it is not at all offensive, even though it projects to the other end of the world. This is actually the way they created that hibiscus scent. I think it's by mixing rose with like spearmint and vanilla. There's a bucket of vanilla in here, which makes it super nice and sweet and nectar-like. Honeybees would come near this. I mean, I'm actually afraid to wear this and go outside like in the summertime, which we have a ton of bees in our yard. They'll circle me if I wear this in the backyard. It smells like sweet nectar, hibiscus nectar. You guys, oh my gosh, there's a leather note in here too, which is very subtle and masterfully done, which only adds luxuriousness to it, not like the new car seat smell type leather at all. It is the right type of leather that really add that luxurious, expensive undertone of leather to this. So worth the splurge. These are quite expensive. These are like 300 something. I can't remember, but they are expensive. But you guys, these are extrait fragrances, which means highest concentration of oil, which is over 30%, which means it's the highest quality you're gonna get. It is why it lasts on you until you shower, after you shower, the next day after you shower, and on your clothes till you wash it 1 time, 2 times, maybe 3 times, okay? It's that good. If you're gonna spend your hard-earned dollars, save yourself money that you spend on those crappy fragrances that are still expensive, $150 or so. Keep yourself from getting tempted by their marketing and stuff. Save 2 of those, money from 2 of those, and splurge on a Maison Crivelli fragrance. Absolutely worth every dime of your hard-earned money. And here's another one from this house that is absolutely nuclear, but in a good way. Again, because it's so pleasing, it is not offensive. This is Tuberose Astral by Maison Crivelli. This is the latest release, absolutely stunning. This is a tuberose fragrance with a little bit of like a honeyed nuance to it. I think it has like osmanthus in it too, maybe. And that sophisticated leather note that I described, that's in Hibiscus Marjad, that is not like the new car smell, but rather that very luxurious undertone. So sexy, so worth the money. Lasts forever on the skin, on the clothes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so worth it, so worth it. And here is another one that I consider so worth the splurge. This isn't your beast mode fragrance, I will say that much. This is a little bit more of a smaller scent bubble, but it does last a long time. It just won't project to the other end of the world. You don't want every one of your fragrance to project to the other end of the world either, as long as it lasts, okay? So this is more of a close proximity type of fragrance, but it is the most beautiful and natural smelling tropical solar goddess I've ever smelled. This is Oud Jaune Intense by, of course, Frégrance du Bois. This is such a bewitching fragrance. I immediately, when I smell this, I'm in Hawaii on a beach. This has that stunning, gorgeous tiare flower with ylang ylang and a bunch of gorgeous solar tropical goddess floral notes. And it even has like a banana leaf note, which is actually really interesting. Maybe coconut too, I'm not really sure, but oh my gosh. So worth it. I use this very sparingly. I took it to Hawaii and like all of my summer vacations since I bought this, which I think it's been like 2 years since. But you know, I feel stingy. But you know, so worth the splurge. My husband absolutely goes bananas for this one. He loves it. He also loves, by the way, Fève Gourmand and Gourmand Coquin. Although Gourmand Coquin he loves more than Fève Gourmand. He can actually tell the difference, which some fragrance reviewers can't seem to tell. Here is another very, very splurge-worthy line of fragrances from an actual luxury designer brand. This is by Christian Louboutin. This is the Loubi World collection, and this particular fragrance is Loubi Raj. Well, first of all, tell me that this bottle is not worth the splurge. Oh my gosh. So I'm kind of covering it with my body, but I have the entire Luby World collection, all 7 of them, the original 7 that are in the red bottles. I would say all 7 of them so worth the splurge, and the Luby Mara, Luby Horse, they're all worth the splurge. But I don't want to fit all of them in this video, just take my word for it. They are so worth the splurge. First of all, just displaying these on your perfume collection is like worth the splurge to me. But of course they have to work too. These last, these project, these are compliment getters. These are hefty. These are substantial. I mean, look at the attention to detail, you guys. Each one of the caps has a little red detail, which I think is absolutely stunning. I mean, this is heavy. And these bottles are heavy. These are so worth the splurge. This fragrance right here, so beautiful. It's so sexy. It's such a sexy beast of a fragrance. This actually is a leather fragrance, whether you believe it or not, but you cannot smell a new car seat leather at all. This is as luxurious of a leather as the Maison Crivelli ones. All it does is give it expensiveness and that luxurious high-end feeling, but not that like cowhide type of leather feeling. You get what I'm saying? And this has like pink pepper, all these really beautiful notes. I can definitely smell like a deeper vanilla like tonka bean. There's something so indescribable about this fragrance that I can't really quite capture no matter what kind of words I'm using. They've only revealed 3 notes, but I know there's more. There are some really beautiful spicy notes in here that are not too spicy. So worth the splurge. This is more of a fragrance that I picture I don't really go out, you guys. I'm a mom and we need babysitters to go out. By the way, my parents are here, so my husband and I are gonna be going out more on dates now. So I'll finally get to wear this more often to the actual type of events and occasions that this is meant for. I picture myself in like leather pants and a red hot top, wearing this and going out, not clubbing. I don't love clubbing anymore, but a night out, you guys. That's, you know, or date night. My husband finds this super sexy. So worth the splurge. They are expensive. They're again near $400. I think the price went up again. Like I said, these prices are going up, you guys. And here is another one, so worth the splurge. That is a recent release. This is from the brand Sospiro, which is the sister house to Serjoff. This is Maraschino by Sospiro. Look at the bottle. How cute is this bottle? This fragrance, again, is one of those super unique, no one's gonna have it type of fragrance. This smells like actual maraschino cherries that you drop in your cocktail. Only so juicy and sweet. And this has like a ton of fragrance notes in here. I'm not gonna go over all of it. I'll put it right here for you guys to see. What you need to understand is that it is so unique and different, and it's so worth the splurge in terms of performance. This projects. This is actually a lighter cherry fragrance that you can wear spring and summer, but it is so good with performance. Like the scent profile is more for like lighter, airier, better for spring and summer, but in terms of performance, you can actually wear this in cold weather and have it cut through the coldness and still project. Okay, it's that good, the performance. It's actually it projects quite far. I get constant compliments when I wear it because people can smell me miles away. And the lasting power is absolutely exceptional. 12 hours plus, there again until you shower. Even after, you can kind of smell it on your skin. So beautiful. Lasts on my clothes like a long time. So sweet, so delicious. I adore it. Will always have it in my collection. The other one from Serjoff that I find to be a must-have splurge is this right here. This is Italica This is the most masterfully done gourmet fragrance in the world. There are a handful of gourmet fragrances that are so exceptional, like Gourmand Coquin, Fève Gourmand. This like just masterfully done, that tread the line between being a gourmet and edible, delicious smelling, but also smelling like fragrance that is attractive. You know what I mean? It's just, it did it. This smells like a gorgeous sugar almond cookie dipped in milk. So beautiful. This has a lactonic note, I think milk or something. It has like either a biscotti note or something, some kind of like almondy note, and it's just so delicious. It's date night worthy. It smells delicious. I mean, you smell like an edible, you want to take a bite out of you, kind of like, but then, you know, it smells like a perfume. My husband adores this. This is very sweet, huge compliment getter. And this is, I mean, look at the bottle there again. I mean, starting from packaging, from bottle to the actual scent. So worth the splurge. This is a must-have, in my opinion, in anyone's collection. If you don't have it, I can't even believe that it could be polarizing, but I know there are some people who don't like it. But here's the thing, you guys. Even the most heavenly fragrance from the heavens, there's gonna be some soul on the planet who says, oh, this smells sour on my skin, or this is no good. Somebody's gonna not like it, and it is okay. It's all based on the individual. It's okay. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, even the most heavenly fragrance will have some soul on earth who doesn't agree with that, okay? No matter how heavenly it smells. And everybody else around that person would love it though. You know what I mean? Need I say more about this? I talk too much about this on my channel. This is Kilian Rose Oud, and this is the newer version, obviously. Apparently there used to be another Rose Oud long ago. It's not the same as this. This is a new thing. Huge dent. This is my #1 fragrance. If I were to have a signature scent, this would be it. This is that super unique lychee, rose, vanilla, and cypriol oil and leather mix. You guys, that just spelled out super sultry. I mean, it all came together to create the most attractive, sexy vixen type of fragrance. Again, massive compliment getter, very sultry, very nighttime kind of appropriate fragrance, although you can wear it day to night. Lasts for a lifetime, projects like crazy, huge sillage. Every penny is worth it. I would say personally, almost all Kilian fragrances, I'm partial to it because Kilian is one of my top two favorite fragrance houses. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I would say every Kilian fragrance, almost every Kilian fragrance is worth the splurge, but this in particular is so worth the splurge. Again, performance is there too, not just the scent profile, okay? That's beautiful. Now, another Kilian, so worth the splurge, Sunkissed Goddess, latest fragrance. The only solo fragrance by Kilian right now. This has, again, those absolute goddess-like tropical solar notes like ylang ylang, tiare flower. I think there's frangipani in here too, though it's not revealed in the composition. Coconut. It's just so darn gorgeous. It smells like a sexy goddess on a Hawaiian beach, okay? So beautiful. Slight Santani vibe, but not in a Santani vibe, you know? So worth the splurge. Performance is there, gets compliments, worth every penny. Last but not least, right here, one of my latest additions to my collection. There again, I would say this whole line, the Allegra line from Bulgari, I would say is so worth the splurge. These are expensive, nearly either 300 or above 300, nearly 300, something like that. So worth it. This is like the more privé line of Bulgari fragrances. This is Bacciami, you guys. It's Italian. I think it's like Kiss something, Kiss You, something like that. Absolutely gorgeous. This smells like a very attractive, sexy, fashionable woman. I think that word fashionable is quite fitting for this line of fragrances. They're very like, it smells like a supermodel, like somebody very fashionable, right, would choose to wear this. Somebody who knows style. Super beautiful. This is actually technically a gardenia fragrance, but it's so much more than that. Obviously, they have not revealed some other notes that are in here contributing to this unique smell. It doesn't smell like your average gardenia fragrance. First of all, this has a deep ambery effect that goes mixed with gardenia, that's creating such a gorgeousness with this fragrance, but there's a lot more to this than amber and gardenia. Okay, this is a floral amber, but there are some notes that they're not telling us about. There's definitely loads of vanilla too. So worth the splurge, starting from the packaging to the compliments to how beautiful this smells. Okay, you guys, those are my super luxury priced fragrances with the luxury scent and feeling there that are super expensive but worth the splurge, worth every penny. These are the kind of fragrances you want on your birthday, on Christmas. You want to receive it as a gift. You want to gift it yourself. If you have a budget that you can't get like 10 luxury fragrances a month and you only have the budget for one or whatever, then these are what's worth that splurge, especially right now with everything going up and up and up in pricing. Like I said, I also recommend the Guerlain, the Extrait collection, the 6, actually 4 out of the 6 worth the splurge that I mentioned about, that I didn't include in this video because I only have the samples. I don't have them physically here. I'll be doing another video down the road, another episode of the luxury fragrances worth the splurge, and they'll show up in that one. Those will definitely show up in that one. So I'll be doing more installments of this same topic down the road, at least one more before the end of the year. Let me know down in the comment section if you'd like to see that type of video. And thank you for your feedback that you gave me about the updates, perfume haul updates, which all of you gave me super helpful feedback that it is very helpful to you to give you updates on hauls of perfumes I hauled after wearing, updates on how they perform, compliments, do I like it, does my husband like it. You found it super helpful. Of course, I'm gonna keep doing that. And I'm gonna make a video about something that you guys will find interesting. I want to spill the tea. Something very interesting happened to me by a certain fragrance house. I will share all that in a more saucy spill the tea video, okay? I've never made one of those, but I think it might be fun to share with you guys some of the drama from certain crazy stuff. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on these fragrances, luxury fragrances, worth the price. What are your luxury fragrances above $200, I would say, that you find above $200, $250 that you think are so worth the splurge? I would love to know your splurge-worthy fragrances. These are mine. Chime down below. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Really helps me grow this community. And of course, when it grows, I can bring you bigger and better content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so YouTube knows you're super serious about watching my videos, because subscribing is no longer enough. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and hop on over to my new makeup channel, Cleo Luxe Life, where I upload makeup reviews, tutorials, all sorts of helpful beauty content. I just uploaded a bunch of videos reviewing the latest makeup releases, high-end and luxury makeup releases. Check over there some really like Natasha Denona Gold Collection, which by the way I'm wearing on my face in this video. Check it out. If you want to look as good as you smell, that's the place for you. I would really appreciate your support on that channel as well. I will see you guys in my next video.